Hi, I'm Wendy Ladd from Dealer Solutions Canada. I'm here with Keith McLaughlin, the publisher of Canadian Automotive Fleet. Welcome to the show, Keith.
Thanks, Wendy. I really appreciate being here.
You know, your company has got huge history, so I want you to share a little bit with our audience, just a little bit about the history of Canadian Automotive Fleet magazine.
Well, we've been in business since 1984. My father, Jake McLaughlin, founded the business. He forged so many of the relationships that we enjoy today with manufacturers, lessors, and a wide variety of fleet suppliers across Canada.
So with a huge background with your dad, the relationship, and your history, what would you say that you're most proudest of?
You know, I'd have to say that our proudest accomplishment has been the fact that so many of our current advertisers were advertisers who joined us when we first launched the publication almost 30 years ago. I think that speaks incredibly strongly about the reputation that we have for delivering quality information.
So one question that we do have to address is, what is fleet?
That's a great question. My dad told me this once. He's from the Royal Canadian Navy, that's his background, that a fleet is a definition that talks about a wide variety of seagoing vessels that gather together for one purpose. It's very apropos to the vehicle fleet market because in many organizations you're going to see a wide variety of different types of cars and trucks that are all at work helping that business deliver goods and services to its customers across Canada.
So how many vehicles would represent a fleet?
And that's another great question. It really can be a moving number.
Okay.
Fleet can be as small as a company, let's say a landscape company or your local plumber who might have 5 or 6 trucks. You see those commercial vans driving around. It can be as big as thousands of units if you've got a big sales force or a big service company.
What are the main benefits of qualifying as a fleet?
Well, Wendy, there's a number of benefits that come with fleet qualification. First and foremost is you get a special status among vehicle manufacturers. It means that you're going to be able to be eligible for fleet incentives, which is going to reduce the cap cost of a vehicle in operation. There are others. You're going to be able to get to take advantage of a wide variety of services that are offered by fleet management companies to help you lower costs within your organization, to manage the asset more effectively, and to reduce and manage your risk and safety issues.
Awesome. Why would anyone want to read Canadian Automotive Fleet? Like, who actually are your readers?
Well, our readers are comprised of an audience currently of approximately 13,000 folks across Canada who operate commercial and corporate fleets, government fleets, utility fleets, everything from pharmaceutical companies who have a fleet of folks out calling on doctors to the huge number of service vans that you see circumventing the city out delivering products and services to the to organizations. Those folks have to manage the fleet asset, and it's a big cost center for most companies. It really is the third largest cost center after payroll and overhead. With that cost comes some great opportunities to reduce and control cost through the effective management of the asset.
So I'm going to ask the same kind of question, but who would want to advertise in Canadian Automotive magazine, and who's actually advertising now?
Well, that's another great question. If you look at number of vehicles that were sold, that were fleet sales in 2010, and that's the most current data we have, there were more than 250,000 light-duty cars and trucks sold to the fleet market in Canada. That represents multi-billion dollars. So there are a wide variety of vehicle manufacturers who are interested in and support the fleet vehicle requirements of customers across Canada.
Awesome. So your magazine is 29 years old, or young, and you've been a magazine for that long. So tell me, why and how do you think this video will actually help represent and share what you do with your viewers?
Well, I'm really kind of excited about getting into this side of the business. It's also, got to admit, quite scary. For 28 years, we've really been on the other side of the camera, talking to folks in this industry about what they need to help manage their fleets more effectively. We really believe that going down the internet online world is going to help us
Yes.
do two things. I think it's going to help us help our audience with information that they can use to help manage that cost center more effectively, more economically, more efficiently, and increasingly more environmentally proactively. And as well, it's going to help with our advertising audience to continue to reach those qualified and targeted fleet users who have a demonstrated need for their products and services.
Right, and it also shows that you're going with the way of the world.
Well, you know, I know a gentleman I met just recently said that a picture tells 1,000 words,
Yeah.
and video tells 10,000 words. So
Correct.
there's certainly, it's a very impactful message. We're very excited about the opportunities that we see to use this medium to convey so many of the great news stories that are coming out
Yeah.
from our suppliers, whether they're fleet manufacturers or whether they're fleet lessors or whether they're suppliers to the industry at large.
So Keith, how would people get in touch with you?
Well, Wendy, we'd love to have people visit our website, fleetbusiness.com. Hey, give me a call. My phone number is 416-407-4152. I'd be happy to try to answer any questions that you may have about the fleet industry in Canada, more about our publication and how it can help you.
And maybe just share as well, if somebody wants to email you, what's your email address?
You can always email me at kmclaughlin@fleetbusiness.com.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining me today, Keith, and I just want to congratulate you on huge success that Canadian Automotive Fleet Magazine has had. I wish you a wonderful journey and another 29 great years.
Thanks so much, Wendy. I really appreciate the opportunity to be on your show today and the opportunity to dip our feet into these waters.
Awesome. We'll talk to you soon.